This duck's been on the menu for a very long time now. Kind of started out as just a sample of a new dish, and then it long became kind of like a guest favorite, so we couldn't take it off. So what we do is we get the ducks in whole from Crescent Farms in Long Island. We then smoke them in hay, and then we age them for about 2 to 3 weeks. Once they're aged, we break them down, we render the skin, and simply just season it with salt and pepper and baste it in some duck fat. The menu is always ever evolving, and the way that we kind of create a dish is by keeping an open mind. We don't like boxing anything out. It can be anything from influence from an ingredient, a technique, a chef, a grandma. The rye berries are the closest thing to not being hybridized like modern wheat. So they're the closest thing to an ancient grain that you can get. I really love the flavor of it. It has a nutty aroma, specifically kind of like walnuts. And we simply just marinate it with sun-dried tomato vinaigrette, green olives, and the confit-like meat of the duck. When we first conceptualize a dish, it usually never comes out the way that you envision it, right? It has all these twists and turns and failures in between, but you never have that end result without the beginning conceptualization of it. We really have a team-oriented mind here whenever we're creating a dish. We don't like to box ourselves in. We very much are open-minded. We take a divide and conquer kind of approach. We come to the table, we sit down, we say this is what we're trying to achieve, and then everybody goes off and does their own tests and comes back to the table. Are we looking for this? Are we happy with this? Is this how we would want to eat it ourselves? Is usually the last question that we always ask. So we sit down, we come up with a bunch of ideas, and we look around, we go, okay, this is in season, let's do this. Or hey, I'm getting a really cool product from this place, let's do this. And then we come to the table for tasting. We openly and honestly look at ourselves and say, okay, what do we need to achieve out of this? It's a lot of failure. And the one thing I tell them is expect to hear the word no a lot, because I tell myself no a lot, and I fail all the time. The moment after you fail is a very defining moment.